Hey there, and welcome to another video with me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an automated email campaign with ActiveCampaign and Elementor on your WordPress website. So stay tuned. I'll walk you through step by step on my PC right now. Okay guys, now we are on my PC. You need to log into your ActiveCampaign account. If you don't yet have ActiveCampaign, I'm going to leave a link of ActiveCampaign in the description down below. I'll also leave a link of Elementor Pro in the description. So log into your ActiveCampaign dashboard. The very first thing we must do, we must create a list. So come here on list and click on list. And on list, we are going to create our list. So at the moment, these are all the lists that I have on my ActiveCampaign account. So I'm going to click here on add a list, and I will name this list my digital asset. And the link will be my website link. List description. This is basically a message to remind your subscribers why they subscribe to your list. So I will say, so my message will be, you recently opt in to my form for my ultimate guide to copywriting, full stop, and then click on add. So as you can see, I've created a list and it's called my digital asset, right? So I now need to create a form. I need to come here on site and click on site and click here on forms and click on create form. So at the moment, I only need the basic plan of ActiveCampaign. So you see, that's why I'm using the basic plan. However, if you're using a more expensive plan, you will have access to more type of forms, right? Such as the floating bar, the floating box, and the model. So you can upgrade if you want to, but as for now, I only need the basic. So I'll name my form my digital asset. Action, I'll select an action that will be subscribe to list. Options will be my digital asset. So this is where I want, this is the specific list I want, which is my digital asset. And then I'll click here on create. So now, as you can see, this is my form. That's how it looks like. You will go ahead and change these details here and put whatever you want here, right? So you might say, and change the message here. The form fields, you can get rid of certain form fields here if you don't need to, or you can add more form fields, by the way. So I'm going to add the first name and email. I don't need the full name, I only need the first name. So I'll get rid of first name and email. In terms of styling, you can go ahead and improve the styling here if you want to. I'm creating this form field because I'm going to connect this form field to my opt-in page on my WordPress site. Now I need to come here on style. If you want to change the style here, at the moment it's just black and white. You can change the style, put the color on how you want or how you like your color to, to look like, right? So you can go ahead and do that. Play around with the color. On options here, this is where things get a little bit tricky. Why? Because when somebody, for example, subscribe to your list, right? There's an option here. There's an opt-in confirmation option. They can either go, you can either turn this on. That basically means anytime somebody subscribes to your list, they'll have to confirm it in the email if they want to subscribe to your list, right? But I don't want them to confirm. I want them to receive the free download or the free offer or the free stuff right straight away. So I'm going to tick this off and then click on save and then click here on integrate. So here now on integration, integrate your form, you can copy this link and integrate it anywhere you want, right? Even on Facebook, that's how the form is going to look like. On WordPress, right? But I don't want to copy and link it up this way to WordPress. I have a different option for you. So let's head into our WordPress website and then I'll show you how to integrate this. So click here on save and exit. And this is my WordPress website. I have a separate video where I show you how to integrate it on your WordPress website. So once you integrate your ActiveCampaign on your WordPress website, it's pretty simple. I'll leave a link of that video in the description down below so you can watch that video. But make sure once you create your list and your form, you need to come back here to your WordPress site and edit your form. So I'm going to click here on edit, right? And click on action after submit, ActiveCampaign, my list. At the moment, I'm using the ultimate guide. So the list I've just created now is called my digital assets. So I need to make sure I select the specific one. So in this case, I'll select my digital asset. Okay, let's now head back into your ActiveCampaign dashboard. And this is how my ActiveCampaign dashboard looks like now. What I need to do now, I need to create an automation. So click here on automations and click on create an automation. So on create an automation, you have many options here. You can start from scratch, product interest target follow-ups, right? Part 1 engagement, tagging, product interest tagging, site tracking, and so on. There's so many options here that you can go about choosing. But for this specific tutorial, I'm just going to go with start from scratch. So I'll click here on start from scratch and then click on continue. So once I've clicked on that, right, I'll be led into this specific page. It says here, these are all the triggers actions available to start an automation. So there's subscribe to a list, unsubscribe to a list, submit a form, right? So there's so many details here that you can choose from, but I'm going to select the subscribes to a list, right? And then click on continue. So here on action options, I need to select a list. So I'll select my digital asset and run. I'll select how many times I would like this to be run. And in this case, I just need to, so in this case, I just needed to run it once. And advanced segment, I'm not really going to mess around with this area. I'll just leave it the way it is. And then click on add to start. So now on add new action, you can see here there's sending options, right? So there's condition workflows. We'll go through some of these in a moment, but at the moment what I'm interested about is send an email. So it now says send an email. You do not have any emails to send, create an email, and I will name this email digital asset. So and then click on create. As you can see, these are some of the templates which are available, right? You can go ahead and choose any here and customize it in your own liking. So because I've previously run some campaign with ActiveCampaign, I'm going to select my past campaign and I will select this specific one. And remember, ActiveCampaign loves professional emails, so I will highly recommend you to create a professional email instead of using your normal everyday email or your Gmail or your Hotmail account, right? I have a separate video on how to create a professional email. I'll leave that video in the description down below so you can access it. So my professional email here is contact@uimedia1.com. The subject line will be the ultimate guide. So it will be the ultimate guide to copywriting, and then I'll click here on continue. So this is the email that I previously sent, right? So I sent this email for my lead magnet, but I'm going to show you how it works, right? So this is a custom email. You will have the same option, by the way. So here, for example, I'm going to get rid of this email here, and I'm going to show you how to insert your own one. So if you go to your email, this is my email that I wrote, right? And I will just copy my email and then head back here and paste it. So basically where it says, hey, first name, you can go ahead here and personalize it, right? And put full name or whatever, but I just want to stick with the first name really. That's why I left it first name here. And I've now copied my email and pasted it here. As you can see, that's how it looks like. I'll now move up here, right? So thanks for requesting the ultimate guide to copywriting. Click here to get it. So in order to make this link clickable, I need to highlight it and then link it up, right? So I'll insert my URL, my digital asset path link here, right? So what I need to do is I now need to go to my Google Drive. On my Google Drive, there are many options, by the way. You can design your digital assets using a Google slide, or you can design your digital asset using Canva. As you can see, this is my digital asset. That's how it looks like, right? So let's assume you design your digital asset in Canva and now you want to upload it into your Google Drive. So what you need to do is you need to click here on the plus button and click here on file upload. So you upload it into your Google Drive, and this is an example that I've uploaded already. I don't need to upload it again. The ultimate guide to copywriting. So now I need to copy the link. To copy the link, I need to click here on the ultimate guide, and where it says get link, I'll click on that. So the permissions, your permissions is not going to be anyone with the link. So you need to make sure you change your permissions, right? So your permission might be restricted. So you need to make sure your permission is set to anyone with a link. So once your permission is set to anyone with a link, you now need to click on copy link, right? And you've copied the link now. Let's head back into ActiveCampaign and then paste the link here. So this is the link. And once I've done that, I need to click on OK. So you can suddenly see that my text has now been highlighted, and once the person clicks on this link, they will be led into the download area. So this is basically my email, and that's how it looks like. And that's a picture of me, right? I can edit this area. I can change the picture to put like a picture of my company here. That's my business. That's my email address. That's my Facebook, Instagram, all these social links, these shareable links. You can change that. Basically put what you want here. So the way to do that is by clicking here on the shareable link, right? And these are the social links. You can go ahead and copy your Facebook URL, LinkedIn, YouTube, and so on. So whatever platforms you use, you can insert the links here, and make sure you click save. And what I need to do is I need to click on next. So this is a summary of what I'm going to send. The subject is the ultimate guide to copywriting from Ulrich. Contact ulrich@media1.com. The message name is digital asset. The address, right? The company is just, you see, that's the address. So now I'm going to send a test to myself and see if this email gets into my inbox. So click here on send test. I always send the test, by the way, because, and you also need to check this area where it says spam check. So I'm now going to go to my email and check it. So this is the email that was sent. As you can see, it says here Ulrich Circuit test, right? And I've opened the link. This is the email. That's how it looks. If I now click on this link, this is where I'll be led. This is my digital asset. And as you can see, that's how my ultimate guide looks like, right? So this is beautiful and it's awesome. Our email has now been tested and done and dusted. What we need to do now is click on finish. So this is the email. So anyone will opt in into my form, right? They will need to enter the first name. Remember the form that we created? There was a first name and email. So once they enter the first name, they'll receive that message. So I need to save, click on save. And now this is the email, and the email is called the digital asset. As soon as I hover over this email area, it shows me the text, right? If you made a mistake on your text, you can always come here and edit your text if you want to. You can always edit this, right? So if you want to add a condition before or after your email, right? So let's say if somebody subscribed to your list and then you want them to wait for like 5 minutes or an hour before they get the email, you can click here on this plus button. However, if you don't want to add a condition before, if you just want them to receive the email instantly, you can forget about adding a condition before, by the way, if you want them to receive the email instantly. But if you don't want them to receive the email instantly, you can add a condition here by clicking on the plus button here and click on condition and workflow and click on wait. So it will ask you here, wait for a specific period of time, wait until a specific conditions are met, right? So I'll say wait for a specific period of time. So in this case, I'll say wait for 1 hour, right? So come on this section and click on hour. So click on save. So once somebody subscribed to my email list, they will need to wait for an hour before they get this specific email. And I need to add another condition here. So there are many other conditions here, by the way. So there are if else conditions. Say there's go to another action, there's goal, start an automation, end this automation. If I want to just if I just want to make it basic, right? If I just want them to receive that email and then I stop there, I can just click here on end an automation. If I want to add like a if else condition, depending on what I want, I can add if else condition, for example. And then, would you like to split this automation? Select a condition. I can select a condition here, date, time, geography, action, whatever what I want to add here, right? I can do that. But in this case, I'm not going to go crazy about like the whole technical automation stuff. So at the moment, I'm just creating a basic automation. I'm just showing you how to deliver one digital asset, right? I'll do a separate video on how to create email sequence, how to set up many automations, right? So at the moment, let's just stick to the basics, and then I'll close that. And in here, I'll add a condition. So a new action will be end this automation. So the goal of this specific automation, right, is only to send this email. And once I send this email, that's it, and I end the automation. If I wanted to add more actions, I could have added more actions, but I'm going to do a separate video where I show you how to add more actions, how to play around with the email sequence and all these details. But as for now, this is the basic, and that's how you send a digital asset using ActiveCampaign and WordPress with Elementor. So now I'm going to name my automation just to be more organized. So type here, my automation is going to be called digital asset, and then click on save. So that's called digital asset. And don't forget to activate, because if you don't activate, your automation is not going to be activated, and you're going to be wondering why your digital asset has not been sent as it was supposed to. So now you've set it to active, and that's it, guys. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it was instrumental to you. If you do have any questions, drop it down in the comment section down below. Share this content with somebody else out there who might need this content. It's very useful. Check out my YouTube channel for more content. I'll put a lot of content in the description down below, so you can also check it out. If you need help, I'll also leave a link of my calendar in the description down below, so check it out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time, and take care.